Welcome to the Wish You Were Beer podcast, episode 22.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Where's the time gone?
I don't know. I can't find it. I'm Martin Murphy. This is Mike Pizzaroos here on the other side of me. Well, we have a 6-pack for you today that we made ourselves, not brewed ourselves.
Oh my God. We
picked,
should brew a 6-pack ourselves.
We should.
Yeah.
We just picked them out.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to drink those tonight, give you a review of each one, and then talk about some random stuff.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get to it.
Yep. I am excited about these. We picked these out together for like the first or second time ever.
Yeah. I think the second time.
Yeah.
And then my dad got us the snack. This is Larry's latest sour ale, kettle soured ale with dry hop burst.
All right. I'm excited about this one too.
Our latest sour recipe has a refreshingly bright, crisp tardiness combined with a pungent tropical aromas. Pungent.
I'm excited. I like dry hop
5%.
sours.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this before, so.
Yeah. Did that? Oh. All right. There you are, sir.
Cool.
Oh, it smells weird.
Well, dry hop sours don't always have the most fruity smell.
Yeah. Got a lot of head there.
Yeah, did that on purpose. All right, beer number one.
It's not bad.
I think this is the hoppiest
Yeah.
dry hop sour I've ever had.
It's more sour if you let it sit in your mouth for a little while. But if you just drink it and take it down, it doesn't taste sour at all. Right.
I have sitting on my tongue. I have a really hoppy taste sitting on my tongue, like after an ale or an IPA.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like this is new territory.
Definitely. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, me neither. It's fairly cloudy. You can see some light coming through, but
yeah,
it's not completely transparent.
It's a little carbonated.
Yellow, pretty yellow in color.
Yeah, I would say slightly carbonated.
All right.
Yeah, pretty good though.
Yeah, I like it. I get the citrus right up front, and then this is really the hoppiest sour I've ever had, and I don't mind it at all. No, I like it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
All right. So we're gonna start with my topic today.
All right.
So Mike, last weekend, Patricia and I did like a super, super deep cleaning of my bedroom, which needed to be done. And so like we did everything but like take the furniture out and like really deep clean and everything. But we vacuumed, we shot out a bunch of stuff and donated a bunch of stuff. And wanted to ask you, because I found so many of these things while cleaning my room, just stuff I haven't thought about or touched in years. What is the dumbest thing you've ever spent money on? Because while cleaning my room, I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I spent money on this and this and this and this.
I'm sure the same thing would happen to me if I went through my room like that. God, the dumbest thing. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what exactly would top the list. But
okay, so I can start then.
Yeah.
So back when both of us were working at GameStop, we had a manager named Jason. Jason was like really super nerdy and sort of like indulged both of us in like Pokemon and Digimon and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! So Jason and I one day were having like a really intense conversation about Digimon and stuff. And we were talking about the old Digivices.
I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah. And Jason was like, I bet you could probably import them, or like they're on Amazon or something. And so we go on there and we're looking on Amazon for like Digivices, and there's like the new generation of it, like the newest one you could import in from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It was $100. And him and I were like just so caught up in this intense conversation of Digimon and stuff. We were just like, screw it. Yeah, purchase.
Oh my God.
So like 3 weeks later, this thing comes in and we both bring it to work and we're like fiddling with them and like trying to battle with them and stuff. And oh my God, they are like the chintziest things. Like,
Really?
do you remember the Digivices?
Yeah.
That
like the cheap plastic type
yeah,
things with
not like entirely cheap, but they were sort of like Tamagotchis. Yeah. That's the kind of those are the things that I remember. You had to feed it and stuff, and you had to walk it around, and then it would evolve or whatever. So, yeah, like I played with it maybe 3 times, not even, and then it got lost in my bedroom. And I found it this weekend.
Did you like totally forget that you had gotten it until you found it?
I didn't really forget about it because I saw it every now and again.
Oh, okay.
In my bedroom, but like looking at it, like picking it up and thinking I have to do something with it. Like it's just taking up space in my room. And when I do this sort of cleaning in my room or anywhere, I think like, okay, this is like I pick up something and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this thing. I think to myself, how long has it been since I last cared about it? How long has it been since I last used it? And can I see myself using it again?
Yeah.
And I take those things into account. And if it's like I only care about this thing right now because I'm looking at it and I picked it up and I haven't used it in a while, and I'm feeling like nostalgic about it or
like
something.
If you check 2 of the 3 items on the list.
Right. And I was thinking like this thing has like sat around for 3 years maybe at this point, almost 4 even probably. And I'm thinking like this is a really cool thing, and then I think like, am I ever going to use it? Like sure, it's really cool, but like I have not thought about it for the last 3 years.
Yeah. And
I think like, okay, it's got to go. So I put it in the like donate pile. Because some kid would have fun with it, I'm sure. And but that thing was $100.
Yeah.
But I played with it maybe a few times. So, like that is just one example of mine is like a Digimon Digivice that I imported from Japan for $100 that I used a few times.
I can tell you what my absolute dumbest thing I've ever done was that I had to get a little closer to the microphone. I purchased a magic card on eBay. That magic card normally runs for like $75, and I bought it for like 60 something. And they mailed it out, and I get the confirmation for shipping and everything, and then it just disappeared.
You never got it?
I never got it.
Did you ever get the money back?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because like eBay had this thing where it was like since the guy like actually shipped it out and did everything he could
like
with
UPS lost it or something.
Yeah. And it was like, and they couldn't do anything about it.
That sucks.
I was like, so I'm just out here. So I spent $60 on nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever done with money.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't say that's the dumbest. You didn't know that was going to happen.
Right. If the card came, it would have been worth it.
Yeah, you would have used it. You play Magic a lot.
Yeah, I do.
So,
I still would be using it. God, I'm just.
Did you ever get the card again, or
no?
Did you give up after that?
I gave up. I was like, I'm not spending another some odd dollars on this card again. God, I'm just trying to think of like something else that I've done. There's a lot of things up there that are small but not massive.
Right. Yeah, it's more like, okay, I realize I routinely spend money on stupid things. Like little stupid things.
Yeah, pretty routinely I have.
Yeah. And, I've also felt that, like, it's not really a waste because, well, sure, it's a waste, but, like, I don't feel bad about it because it's something that, like, I did want at one point, and if I didn't have it, I'd still be thinking about it, sort of thing. So like I satisfied the need to be nostalgic about something.
Right.
I also got a bunch of Gundam models. Do you remember those?
Yep.
bought a bunch on Amazon and I built them, and then I like had them around my desk and stuff, and then slowly they would like get knocked off my desk or a piece would break or something, and then I wouldn't bother to fix it.
There's a website called G2A where you can get video games for pretty cheap.
Oh.
Mainly like PC games and stuff like that off of Steam and everything. And they do like you get 10 mysterious games, like 10 random games or something like that. And it's like, well, this could be worth it. So I think I have like 30 games sitting in my Steam library that I've never touched before or never did anything with.
Because they're kind of like garbage.
Yeah. And it was like, well, and I spent all the time to type in 10 different codes each time I bought one of those packs. So, I mean, like, it's just small stuff like that. But I think we could come back to this after the next beer.
Yeah, we'll think of more stuff on the break. All right, we'll be back.
Welcome back to the Wish You Were Beer podcast. Do you like how it came in strong and just ended super light there?
Yep.
We're going to dive into beer number two.
Number two.
Oh, do we want to do these two? One after another?
There's one that's a bourbon barrel stout.
They're both bourbon barrel.
Oh, really?
A stout. This one's bourbon vanilla barrel.
Okay. We'll do the vanilla one first.
Yeah, we'll do that. There you are, my friend.
All right. This is Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale. 5.5% alcohol content, so maybe that won't be as liquor-like as we think.
No. I don't even think the bourbon barrel has that high of a percentage. I think it was like 8 or something.
Okay, yeah.
We've had IPAs that are worse.
This is brewed in Lexington, Kentucky.
All right. Cool. Right on. I'm excited. Cream ale?
Yeah, vanilla barrel cream ale.
Yeah, the last cream ale we had was that pumpkin one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or no, we've had a cream ale, but it wasn't creamy.
Yeah,
like we didn't like it because
Carissa
it wasn't.
said this is very like tasty. So
you having a good time with that beer? I wanted to wait until you poured the whole thing.
Why do I keep doing that? Damn it! I love it. It's awesome. All right, give me.
If you're listening on iTunes and everything like that, Martin just poured the entire beer into his cup.
Yeah, for like the 4th time ever on this show.
A little more.
Ugh.
Thanks, my friend.
I'm the worst. To clean that up.
Mine will be a little extra.
All right, number 2.
You sounded so disappointed with that.
Yeah.
You're like, number 2.
I'm disappointed in myself. It smells like butterscotch. Yeah. Ooh, that is tasty.
This is very tasty. I was afraid it was going to be too sweet.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like cream soda, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, like a cream soda.
I would go get this again.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
It's not very carbonated. It's super smooth for me, at least. Might have been because
and I don't even taste the bourbon.
It's not bourbon. I think it's a vanilla.
No, it's bourbon barrel aged.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oak bourbon barrel. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's not enough bourbon to be like, wow, there's like bourbon in this. It's enough bourbon to get that creamy, sugary.
I'm getting it on the nose.
Yeah, me too. It's great.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, it tastes like a cream soda. It smells like butterscotch.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh,
maybe really a little mapley too.
Tiny bit, yeah. Oh my god, I love this.
That is fantastic. I'm excited for the next one.
Excellent.
So we thought we would pivot and take the topic into another direction, similar direction. So Mike and I have had a lot of beers.
I feel like I'm really leaning.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
So we've had a lot of beers. So we were going to talk about the 2 beers that we have spent the most money on.
And we both hated.
Yes. So Mike, what is yours?
I can't remember what the brewery was, but it's called Narwhal. And I got it for the name particularly. You and I were at Now and Later. After a nice night.
The bottle was cool too, right?
After a nice night of drinking. And we went, this is a good idea. Let's get those 2 up there. And you got Thor's Hammer, and I got Narwhal.
Yeah, and we got it based off the name. I was like, a beer called Thor's Hammer.
Yeah. I took it home, and you did the same. I cracked mine open, and I started to drink it, and I was like, this is awful.
Yeah.
Because it was
Disgusting.
some like bourbon barrel age type
Right.
thing that was like super bourbony.
Yeah,
like
it's just like liquor with.
yeah, it was like drinking liquor, and it was like, man, a couple of sips were okay, but then it was like as I kept going, it was like, oh, it just like started to not taste good.
Yeah. And mine was Thors Hammer. We should add that both of these beers were like somewhere between $20 and $30.
Yeah, wasn't yours like a barley wine type ale?
No, that was some kind of liquor aged thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Really high ABV. They must have been like in the teens, like 15 or something.
Yeah,
percent.
it was up there.
Yeah, and so they had like sort of this hoppy ale taste to them, but it was mostly like a liquor taste.
Yeah.
They did not go well together.
You and I had both spent like $20-ish on them.
Yeah.
Like,
it was so funny that we both hated them. But
yeah.
I loved the cans and the names.
Oh, yeah. I was a huge fan of the bottle.
Yeah.
I still keep the Game of Thrones bottle sitting over here if I don't kill everything with it. Yeah, because I just like the bottle.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's nice to have around, and when I play a gnome in D&D, I have a size correct bottle.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
is there
anything else stupid that you've spent money on? Not stupid, but you felt like was a not worth it.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
I can only think of a bunch of really small things.
There's a ton of video games that I spent like a full $60 on, and
Bloodborne
only
is
got
free.
like, oh yeah,
I'm excited to get that.
Like, spent $60 on them, and then I only spent like 4 or 5 hours on them.
Yeah, I have a couple of games sitting around like that, but I'm excited to pop back into them and try to play. But Monster Hunter is just like taking over my world right now.
It's just too good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that the problem we keep running into with it is we keep wanting it to be the game that it is in the end game without working for it.
Right. Yeah. We need to like move on a bit because we spent so much time in the
like doing optional quests
forest.
And
we spent so much time in the ancient forest and being like, oh yeah, I want that armor set, and then grinding to
totally get it.
Only for like the next story mission to be like, ooh, I want that armor set.
Or like need that armor set. Where it was like,
to get
like I'm about to fight Arathalos, and I was like, I really need to get the Anjanath set.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we need to just sort of like get going to the end game where when we make armor sets, they're like they last and stuff. So
I'm excited.
I'm guilty of it. I've made so many armor sets that like I don't need.
I think it's happening to all of us because we're playing with our buddy Colin right now, and
we're
all experiencing the same kind of thing where we're like, I just want it to be there, but it's like we have to work for it.
Yeah, like part of me doesn't mind stretching it out too, like because so many times, like I feel like for the past couple of years, I've picked up a game and played a bit of it, but didn't catch me, didn't hook me like I wanted it to. I guess like Breath of the Wild would have been the last one,
where it's like you just pick it up and you just keep going.
Yeah, like I can't put it down, like a good book.
I think that is one of the things I like about Monster Hunter, where it's like I'm not so enveloped in the story to the point of I need to finish it. Like I just gotta keep going, but like we can take a break from the story and just like go and hunt some monsters for a little while, and it's awesome. It's like, yeah, let's just do an optional quest to fight an Anjanath. We're going to capture the Anjanath, and let's go to the arena and kill an Anjanath.
Yeah, I have so much fun playing with you guys, too.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
It's so much fun. All right, well, those are our 2 beers that we spent the most money on and hated.
And we both hated them. Yeah. It was amazing that we both hated them. And you hated I had you try the Narwhal.
Yeah, and I didn't.
And you didn't like it either.
Right.
It was just bad.
I think that's when we realized that these bourbon or whatever these liquor aged beers are, we don't like them.
Yeah,
it's too much.
And we keep running into a couple bottles where it's like, ugh. But like this isn't bad at all.
This is the best one I've ever had.
I think what we got to find
it's just enough to give it flavor.
I think what we got to find is find like the same kind of bourbon barrel, but then also find like a low ABV. So like the next one we're gonna have is like an 8% or something like that. So that should be okay.
Yeah,
especially for a stout. So
all right, we'll be back with beer number 3.
Bye.
Welcome back. We're going to do beer number 3 here and get into our snackcident waiting to happen, which I think Mike and I are both kind of maybe a little bit apprehensive about it. It's kind of funky.
My father got it for us.
Thank you, Mr. Pittsburgh.
You'll learn about it. It's going to be awesome. This is Kentucky.
Again.
Yeah. I don't know if they have like an actual brewery name, but maybe it's just
I don't know. I thought
brewing.
There's a website on the side there.
Oh, KentuckyAle.com.
Yeah, so that might be them. Who knows?
This is them at KentuckyAle.com. This is the Bourbon Barrel Coffee Stout. Mm-hmm. Stout brewed with coffee and aged in oak barrels with Haitian coffee.
Haitian.
So it's from Haitian. So it's from Haiti, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was close. Can I have the? Yes, can I have the thing? Thank you, sir.
I think this snack might be the weirdest we've ever had. What do you think?
I want to say we've had weirder.
But it's only seasonal, and it's a really weird. It's a weird twist.
But we had like
the
eggnog. We had the eggnog Susie rolls
cake,
or whatever,
yeah.
Susie Q's or whatever
That's
they're
true.
called. Do you have that other cap? Thank you. I'm gonna put it in our cap collection.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Do you think it's funny that we haven't gone out since we started this podcast?
Oh my god, it kind of makes me sad.
Yeah, me too a little bit. We should go out soon.
Oh, I took way more than you did.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It doesn't make me sad. I just think it's a funny coincidence.
All right. But I mean, I can't merit spending more money on beer.
I know. Yeah.
All right. That's a little callback to our previous segment of
yeah. I didn't think of that, but that's fun. So it smells just like the last one. It's like a really sort of sugary candy smell, like a maple.
Not bad taste-wise.
But this is coffee.
It actually doesn't, like the other one, it doesn't taste much like a bourbon barrel.
Yeah,
it tastes like a coffee stout.
I get it a little bit more, but you're right. I think that bourbon adds a little bit of sweetness. It's like a slightly
sweeter. Yeah, slightly sweeter coffee stout.
Adds a little bit of sweetness, but it's not like liquor.
Right. I'm a big fan of this too.
Yeah, I think I'd have to sip it. Mm-hmm. It is a little bit more alcohol-y.
Is a nice winter beer.
Yeah.
Where it's...
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
The last one.
If it was colder outside, I would be a huge fan of this.
This is a good like fall beer.
Yes. As it's starting to get cold, you just want a nice thick light beer.
Yeah, not something quite as thick as this.
Light and color beer.
Yeah.
You want a thick light beer.
Yeah, like this is a thick creamy beer that's light.
Yeah.
This is like a heavy.
This is a thick creamy heavy beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Good on you, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
2 for 2.
Yeah.
That's great.
Excellent. We I feel like I think we've had 2 Evil Twins. I feel like Evil Twin was the first to have
probably.
a 2 for 2 with us.
Mm-hmm.
We had
Collective
Dark
Arts?
Horse. Dark Horse was one. I don't think we've had 2 Collective Arts in the same one.
Right.
Maybe we have though. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of the really frequent
Collective
ones.
Arts is really hard for us to try to identify on whether or not we've had it because they change the labels.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on them. I think that's excellent.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of both of these.
2 for 2. Good job.
I'm going to go out and get more of that vanilla at some point.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good for the spring, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Totally.
As it's starting to warm up, you just want to move from your thick, heavy stouts to your like thick, creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. All right, let's get into our snacks waiting to happen, provided by Mr. Pizzaroos.
These are sour watermelon Peeps.
I don't know. Like,
I think
I'm excited for trying something crazy, but like when I think about sour watermelon Peeps, I get a little tingle in my spine. I guess.
Yeah, like something about it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
It's a little off. Nice. I can't quite put my on it.
You can ask Hannah. That's how I respond to every time I burp.
Okay.
Every time I burp, I'm like, oh. This is hard to open. I'm trying to keep it away from the microphone so that way it doesn't.
You're okay.
Oh.
You're not peeking.
I can smell it.
Oh boy.
It actually smells really good.
Oh,
really?
It's like
it smells so good.
Look at how the eyes are. These are like Cyclops Peeps. All right, I want to bring them up to the.
Okay, they have like one eye towards the center, and they have one eye that's like way off to the side. It's amazing. For those of you listening, not viewing, it's pretty great. There's
like this one on this, or no, this side. This side is
yeah.
like a Cyclops.
If you were to cover up that other eye, it would be perfect. Excellent.
I need to refocus.
Okay, you refocus while I take a bite into this peep. Ooh, they're nice and soft. Sometimes you get those like, sometimes you get like those stale peeps.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Martin, they're red on the inside like a watermelon.
Oh my God.
They're green on the outside and they're red on the inside, just like a watermelon.
That's crazy.
Oh, they smell so good. I'm not gonna lie. They smell like that fake watermelon taste.
I don't like how they smell sour.
Really?
I didn't know
think they're
sour
gonna be,
had a smell.
I don't think that they're gonna be that sour.
They smell like Starburst.
I'm a big fan.
Oh boy.
It tastes like those watermelon candies. That can't be sour. It's not really
They're
sour.
pretty sour.
Really? I don't think they're all that sour.
Sour enough to like register.
Yeah. I like them. I think they're great.
I'm gonna bring one to your dad.
All right. Here you go, Dad. Before you go to the gym,
Oh God, I'm afraid.
have a sour watermelon peep that you got us. Can I have another one?
Yeah.
There's something yummily gross about these.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. Yummily gross.
Mr. Pitsaru said, "Yeah, there's something yummily gross about them." I think it's like having something fluffy and sour at the same time.
It is.
Yeah.
That's really weird to me. The flavor is
I
good.
really like it. I think they're awesome.
The flavor is fine. Like
It's the texture of the fact that they're nice and fluffy, like a pea.
fluffy and then like sour.
The flavor's not fine?
No,
I like the flavor.
it tastes so fake.
Yeah, it is like very fake watermelon taste.
Yeah.
I kind of like it though. I'm keeping
I
that
don't
up
mind
my
it.
sleeve for myself then. Oh my God.
Yeah, your tongue is really.
I just saw your mouth.
Oh my God, that's too much.
Let's wash that down with a little beer.
Yeah. Oh, should we? We should. I wonder how it's gonna change the flavor.
It doesn't really. If anything, it tastes
Beer.
a little more bourbony.
Yeah. As always, it brings out the flavor a bit more in the beer.
You wouldn't like the beer, Dad. Have fun.
No, the question is how is the candy with the beer?
It doesn't change it.
No.
That is very interesting.
I like them a lot.
I think I've
actually
had
really
enough.
like them.
I think I've had enough.
Yeah?
I'll take
I
the
could eat
regular
those
Peeps.
forever. I'm not
It's
gonna
a
lie.
sour marshmallow. That's
I
so
might-
weird.
I might like let them stale up a little bit, like get a little stale.
Okay.
I like stale Peeps. Not like super stale.
I've never
but-
had.
Oh, I
stale
like
Peeps.
stale
All right.
Peeps.
Yeah,
It's a huge thing.
a
Like stale Peeps.
A sour marshmallow is a little bit too weird for me.
Yeah, it is a little.
It's
odd.
that fluffy texture with
I do have
and
to
it's
say
sour.
it's the
It tastes-
weirdest. It's the weirdest
it tastes like-
concept
yeah.
we've ever had.
like a sour marshmallow to me just sounds like a marshmallow that's gone bad. And I guess it's sort of like I imagine if you gave this to someone and told them it's not supposed to be sour.
like sour milk.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What the hell happened to this marshmallow?" Like
This marshmallow's
think-
been sitting on the counter for a little too
yeah,
long.
like I think yeah, it tastes like a marshmallow gone bad, but like it's supposed to be sour. So like,
I think
it tastes
I think
okay.
described as weirdly tasty or like
Yummy. Weirdly yummy.
weird. No, it's like weird. Is it weirdly yummy?
That's what your dad said.
I thought it was something like disgustingly yummy.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, something like that. We just I don't know. We just heard it and we can't remember. Whatever. I thought it was good. It was great for a segment. Yeah.
Yeah, good content.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think I've had enough, and
That is our
they are definitely the weirdest thing we've had.
that is our review on the sour watermelon Peeps.
That's the weirdest thing we've had on here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, hands down.
All right. So we will be back. What's next? Our nerdy topic is next. So we will be back with that. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to the Wish Your Beer podcast. This Sunday night at Monster Jam.
Sorry.
Monday.
Here you go.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Oh, hey guys. We're gonna start a revolution.
We were just talking about Thor Ragnarok with my brother.
So this is Metric Pilsner by Industrial Arts Brewing Company. Interesting. Very sort of industrial looking can, too.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's
I think we've had something that looks like that. Maybe it's by the same people.
maybe. I don't remember that Industrial Arts Brewing Company, though.
I think I remember Industrial Arts,
Okay.
but I do remember the can look a little bit because I remember when you and I were going to pick out the beers, I looked at it. I was like, I'm really not sure if we've had this or not. But
So this is a 4.7% Pilsner.
that's high for a Pilsner, isn't it?
No, I think that's just about right.
All right.
Yeah, they're pretty light, somewhere between a 4 and a 5.
Oh, I was thinking, why did I think of like 7.4 when you said
Oh, no.
4.7? I was
Oh.
like, that's pretty freaking nice.
Yeah, that would be high for a Pilsner.
Yeah.
Metric is our take on the classic. 4 ingredients unite to make a beer. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me start this over. Metric is our take on the classic. 4 ingredients unite to make beer, but we know a 5th is absolutely needed. Time. We take it to study technique, hunt the best ingredients, and treat them with the respect that they deserve. One taste, and you'll know what the results measure up to.
Like time is in TIME or time is in THYME.
Time is in TIME.
That would be funny. We know that every beer needs time.
That's a funny way to look at it.
I've never had a beer with time in it.
Okay, I'm not going to pour the entire thing.
All right, Martin. I trust you. I thought you were just going to keep going.
I thought about it. I was like, is this going to be funny?
I'm not going to pour the whole thing, and then you just pour the whole thing into your
I
glass.
still poured a lot. Whoops.
No, we're good, actually.
Oh, actually, yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. I
it
thought
smells
about
like
it.
pee. It smells like pee.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
It smells like time. It does have like an herby type smell to it.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Funny.
Super light.
Yeah, that's a good Pilsner.
Not super carbonated, but not necessarily extremely
Nope,
smooth.
it's more smoother than carbonated. Pretty light tastes.
If 1 was smooth and 10 was carbonated, I'd rate this at like a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Some good citrus notes in there, but it's not like sugary. It's not. I don't know. What?
I was gonna say it's a chuggable beer.
All right. Beer number 4. Nope. Still, it builds up really quick.
I got 1 sip in, got 1 big gulp, and just like,
Yeah. It builds up really quickly on your tongue.
It tasted like I just drank pee.
I think we can only do that with like wheat beers.
Oh yeah, definitely. Those like super light, tasty beers.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
So
bad though. I mean,
no, my rhythm was off too. You know how you have to have a good rhythm when chugging. Like,
it doesn't help that I'm not a huge fan of pilsners.
yeah. I took like a huge chug and then like a smaller chug,
That's
and
what
then
I
I
did.
tried to take a
I
big
took
chug
a
again.
giant chug, and
Yeah,
then I
and
took
my-
my second one. I was like,
My esophagus was like, nope.
Yeah.
I have not gotten rid of the beer. You chugged first yet. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever.
That's why I was a little
Oh,
skeptical.
I still did more than you.
Yeah, that's why I was a little skeptical when I said I was going to say.
Well, you still said it.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, we had a recent session on Thursday.
Yes. So the three of us, we woke up in Old Vern's cabin house thing, and we said our goodbyes. Oh, and the three of us talked about the dreams we had.
Yep.
And then we set out. We're gonna head towards the AMI, which is the Artificial Magic Intelligence.
Yep.
Which was not far from us at all.
No,
and it was actually close to my hometown. So we head there. We head through the forest to get there, but we encounter a giant ape because it was hiding in a sort of this giant brush, and I.
Do you want to take the quote that you said?
Hey, little guy. which reminds me exactly of what's his name from Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, you
Hey,
poked into the bush and you were like, "Hey, little guy," and then a giant ape burst out.
Right. So that was funny.
Yeah.
I turned into my bear form, and I did some bites and some clawing at it. Everybody else sort of did their
and
stuff.
Kyle got knocked out a couple of times. That's pretty
as usual.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be our tank, and he tanks by dying and then coming back up and dying and coming back up.
He is hard to hit. I mean, like if the ape didn't have a huge strength modifier, he probably wouldn't have hit him all that often. Especially now that he has the extra AC from the blessing from AMI.
Right.
Which is another thing that happened. And
so we take down the ape. We go to AMI, and we start asking her questions about the
artifacts.
Yeah, the artifacts, and she is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She doesn't kill us or anything. She actually even gives us lodging. She tells us what, like, instead of destroying the artifacts, maybe like trying to use them to our advantage, or like hiding them away, that sort of thing. So we thought that was interesting. My character, there's a giant library, the biggest library. It has all the books ever made in it. And my character, the druid, asked about a bestiary section because so that I could learn
about animals, the more you can turn into them.
So that's where my character ended. I went into the library to read about all the animals that are in this bestiary section because I could turn into them with this knowledge. And I can't quite remember what everyone else did, but
Kyle went to the technology section.
Okay.
And Eric just kind of wandered around gathering information as much as he could about the general area.
Yeah, so it was a shorter session, but
we're gonna keep them nice and short, like
I kind of like that. It'll make it last longer too.
Yeah, and not a whole lot's probably gonna happen. I'm gonna try to keep you guys fighting bigger, stronger, less amounts of things because the more things in combat there is, the longer combat's gonna take. And I think it's more exciting to kill one giant guy than a couple of weak guys. I think I just think it's a lot more fun. Because I've been there. I've also been in the situation of we killed a whole bunch of little guys and it was very accomplishing. And but the general sense is like those little guys were nothing, and there was one big guy in the middle of the little guys that. There's a couple of small things like one thing that I'm going to use is like boss tactics, where it's like there's a big boss that's going to have some ads. Those ads are just there to be there.
To be annoying.
Yeah. They have like next to no health, where like all you have to do is hit them almost once and they'll die.
I like that.
Yeah. So hopefully they won't take up that much time in combat because all you have to do is hit them and they'll die.
Right.
But yeah, I think that I like the idea of fighting something bigger and better rather than more of the same.
Yeah, I like that too. Excuse me.
Yeah. I think that's a good wrap up. It was a short session, but again, we're gonna try to keep them short like that. It was more of a role playing session of less of combat and stuff like that. But
Right.
That's always fun. We'll have a session eventually where the whole session is going to be combat, and it's just gonna. I mean, like that's
Yeah,
just going to happen
that's always
eventually.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be back with beer number 5 and Mike's topic. Welcome back. We're going to get into beer number 5, and Mike is going to wing his topic.
I'm going to wing it.
He's going to wing it.
Normally we spend a little time like thinking
Yeah.
about what we're going to do, and I just said I can't do that right now. I'm going to wing it.
Yeah. All right. We're going to wing it.
Oh man. We have the cellar door, a dry hopped farmhouse wheat ale with sage from Stillwater Artisanal. We love our Stillwater Artisanal. I think I've shaken this can up enough.
All right.
Did I get a percentage?
No.
I just don't think I saw one.
Ooh, my burp is fruity.
Ooh, fruity burp. It's one pant. It says one pant. I swear to God.
Oh, yeah.
6.6% alcohol.
All right. Not bad.
Yeah. All right.
This is a very light episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the most we
I don't
had
mind
was
it, though.
this. That was
Driving
8, right?
Taco Bell after this, so yeah, 8.8.
I can't remember
Was
what
it?
it was.
It was either 8 flat or
Now I can't
8.8.
find it. 8%. 8%. All right. What was this? Dry hop farmhouse wheat ale.
I have homework to do when I go home.
I've got a lot of music work to do, so.
I just hate it when like you forget about it and then
Smells good.
remember it, and then your mood is ruined.
Yeah, it's like, I gotta do homework. Shoot. Well, my plan was to do a lot of music work today, which didn't happen, obviously. All right, beer number 5.
Mambo number 5. All right,
It's hoppy.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
hoppy. It's hoppy, but it's not.
It's hoppy. It's light.
It's not heavy.
Yeah.
I think the hoppy heavy stuff is the stuff that we don't like. But.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
a wheat
this is
beer.
hoppy, but it doesn't,
a wheat beer.
doesn't
It took
overstay
on-
its welcome.
Yeah, it's a wheat beer, so it took on whatever flavor it was supposed to be. And it does kind of have like an earthy kind of flavor from the sage. And hoppy. Hoppy, earthy, and light is how I'm feeling this right now.
Yeah. I get a little bit of citrus. When I hold it in my mouth, I get a little bit of citrus. I don't get the hops
It's
until I
almost like
swallow
a
it.
cough drop type. When I held it in my
Oh.
mouth, I was getting kind of like a cough droppy
Okay.
type flavor.
I can't say this.
That might just be me. So I mean, I do think it's good though.
Yeah, I get the citrus right up front. I don't get the hops until I swallow it, and it's like sort of on the back of my
Yeah.
tongue. All right. Cool.
It's the flavor train.
Cool.
It starts with a little citrus.
Yeah. And then comes the hops.
Yeah. it's a two riding train.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mike, what's your topic?
Well, Martin,
Okay.
I'm gonna wing it.
Okay.
So
yep,
we
we've
talked
said
about
that.
this. Oh no, I thought it'd be fun to try to find something on the fly.
Okay. Is it working?
No. What is the craziest thing you've ever done?
Okay. I like that you just came up with that.
Yeah.
Craziest thing I've ever done. Let's see. Craziest thing I have ever done. Probably played with like firecrackers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I have a story I can go into. So, it was Mike's sister's graduation party, Megan's graduation party,
Mm-hmm.
and it was me, Mike, a bunch of other kids. We were playing out in the street with firecrackers, and just throwing them on the street, waiting for them to blow up and running away, whatever. And one kid, I think, started them without any of us knowing, and so they started going off, and we were like, "Oh shit!" And like we took off, and the same kid who is a jerk. I hope. Well, I don't think he'll watch this.
I hope you're watching this jerk.
He is a complete jerk. I hated him in high school. I don't even know why he was there. I think it was like a family friend of theirs. As we're running away, he trips me, and I'm in sandals, and we are on the street. So he trips me. imagine this finger here is my big toe, and the table is the road, the asphalt.
Yep.
I trip, and my big toe in my sandals goes like this.
Oh.
Shaves off front of my toe.
Ooh.
Shaves off the front of my big toe. The asphalt, just like
God.
like sandpaper. Just takes off the front of my toe. It's bleeding like crazy. I also have a really bad scrape on my knee that's bleeding like crazy. And Mike's mom is a nurse, so I don't notice it for a really long time actually until I look down.
Was it just like the adrenaline that was keeping it?
From the fireworks.
It was the same thing. I've got a story that kind of.
And then like I don't even know why I did it, but like I looked down at my foot. I don't think I even felt any pain, but I looked down at my foot, saw that like, oh my God, my sandal is like covered in blood. And so I go to Mike's mom and she like, cleans it and all that stuff, tapes it up, whatever. But yeah, I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I've got a fun story.
P.S. My toe completely healed.
Oh.
Like I have a full front toe, which I was not expecting because it shaved off a good part of it.
I was at a cousin's house for a little while, and they had like a dirt bike type thing.
Okay.
And it had like, the gas was on the right that you pulled to do, and then there was a little clutch on the left. And I was doing really, really well. And I let go of the clutch too fast one time, and I did a wheelie. Because like I like revved the engine up to be like, and then I let go of the clutch like super fast after I grabbed it again, and then like took off and did a wheelie. Yeah. I flipped off of it several times.
Nice.
I actually don't remember falling. All I remember is having like a bunch of scrapes and bruises and stuff like that.
All right.
And I had like a gash on my arm that I didn't even notice. Like I was so worried about like the scrape up here, and like I had one here, and then there was something on my face.
Well, like when you have adrenaline pumping through you,
you don't even
it's like
feel
a natural anesthetic. It numbs your injuries.
And like
things.
I didn't notice it until I looked, and I was like, "Oh my God, there's this giant!"
And then you
here.
start feeling it.
Yeah,
it's a weird thing.
Yeah, I actually wonder if I still have a scar on my hand from it.
Yeah,
I'll have to see. Maybe.
You're
I'll have to find it and show you. But
well, I have definitely done a lot dumber things. I just can't think of them right now.
Yeah.
I was
definitely.
a pretty dumb kid, or not dumb, but I'll say adventurous. Kid.
All right. Well, I think that we can dive into the next beer and end this a little short. And
okay.
We'll hit my next winging it topic.
I have another story.
Okay.
I can tell it the next time.
Okay. Cool. Welcome back to the Wish Beer podcast, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Who cares? We're going to dive into beer number 6, and we're going to finish my winging it topic of what's the craziest thing you've ever done.
Would you dive into a pool of beer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I would too.
Yeah.
I forgot about this one.
I totally forgot we got this just for the name.
Me too. Yeah, so we were going through the aisles at Wish You Were, or not Wish You Were Beer.
The only thing that would make it better is if it said half chub on it instead of old chub.
We were going through the aisles and I saw this beer. I saw the name of it and I pointed at it and it was like...
And you just laughed and you walked by it and I was like, we should get this.
Yeah, I was like, Mike, look at this. It was like Beavis and Butthead. Like, this is Old Chub Scotch Ale.
And you and I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Like, you and I looked at it and we were like, and then we were like, maybe we should get it just for the name.
Yeah, let's do it. So this is a Scotch Ale. I'm not seeing. So there's a website called OscarBlues.com, but I'm not seeing
Chub.com.
Yeah. I'm not seeing like an actual name for the brewery,
It's
but
like Sputnik.
Really?
That's what it says on the top.
Oh, that's the back. Maybe I should look on the front. Old Chub Scotch Ale, brewed and canned at Oscar Blues Brewery.
Oh, all right.
8% alcohol content.
So the Scotch Ale is named Old Chub. It's
Yes.
not Old Chub Brewery, which would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
Martin, if we had a brewery, what would we name it?
Old Chub.
Would we name it Old Chub?
No, I think we'd call it Wish You Were Beer.
Yeah. I like that.
Or Beers 101.
Yeah. You and I talked about opening like a bar and naming it Beers 101.
I'm not going to take a lot of this.
You can take more.
I kind of don't want to.
Oh, okay. Then don't worry
Because
about
it's a Scotch ale.
I like Scotch. So.
I won't. Maybe I won't drink all of it. We'll see.
I just dumped that in there.
That is like all head.
Yep.
Wow.
Hello.
Are you being brave?
Are you being brave?
Okay.
All right. Well,
Beer number 6. Last of the night. Last but not least.
don't worry about having to finish it.
All right.
I only got head.
It's
really sweet alcohol-y.
actually it's not dissimilar to these two here.
Really?
It's Scotch instead of bourbon, but like it's not too much.
I'm getting way more.
It's the same way. I'm getting more, but it's still not too much. It's closer
Right.
to these than it
Right.
being too much Scotch.
It is more of like a sweet alcohol type flavor.
Yeah, really.
Which is usually what we're not a huge fan
Yeah.
of, but I don't mind.
more like a savory.
Maybe our tastes are just changing
Yeah, maybe.
because we've drinking 130 beers.
On the show, yeah. No, it's sweet and savory, even again sort of mapley.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
sweet.
too much.
It's really sweet, in my opinion.
We keep harping on it, but like we've had Scotch ales and bourbon ales that are just like
Way too sweet,
like
way
a
too
hoppy
alcoholic.
liquor, and it
Yeah.
is just to me, it is just gross.
I usually
I know
don't like the
people
ones.
enjoy them, but I think it's just gross.
I usually don't like the ones that are like way too sweet, way too alcohol-y, where it's like all you taste is sweetness and alcohol.
Yep.
This isn't so much to that, but I'm definitely getting a lot of sweetness. Not so much the alcohol flavor,
Yeah.
but I definitely don't think I'd be able to finish this. I wouldn't be able to have a whole can of it.
I don't think
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I could power through it.
If we had it at the beginning of the episode, I definitely think we'd feel differently
maybe.
about it.
I think I could power through it, but like if I don't have to, I won't.
Definitely.
If it was the last beer on the planet, I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I would just drink it out of respect at that point.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah.
I would drink anything out of respect at that point. This is the last beer on the
Yeah.
planet.
All right. So I said I had one more story about stupid Martin doing stupid
I have
things when
another
we were young.
story as well.
Okay. So jumping on the couch in
Already
our
a great
basement,
start. Already a great
yeah.
start.
Watching TV. It's our finished basement. Jumping on the couch. Doing the like jumping off and landing on your knees thing on the
What?
couch. On the couch,
Oh,
not like
okay.
all
right.
landing on your.
I
knees
thought
on
you were
the
talking
floor.
about like jumping off the couch and landing on your knees on the floor.
No, like jumping
I
on the
was
couch,
like,
landing on your knees thing.
Martin, you're crazy.
Yeah. Do it maybe a few too many times. Couch breaks. Like the wood supporters, like they crack, they break. And spring from the couch goes into my knee.
What?
Like the sharp end of a spring, you know,
my
the end of a
God.
spring, how it's like sharp a lot.
Martin, you're crazy.
Yeah. Like, so I'm jumping, jump, land on my knees, couch breaks, end of a spring goes into my knee. I have a scar to prove it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
I mean,
Dumb Martin.
the worst thing that I have is like a broken collarbone from hockey that didn't heal correctly, and now I have arthritis.
that wasn't really being stupid, though. That was playing.
No, that
hockey.
absolutely wasn't being
Yeah.
stupid. But that's the worst injury I think I have. That's like a long-term injury type thing.
Well, I've never.
I have a
actually
pebble
broken
in my
bone.
knee.
What? Like right now?
Yeah, like right now. I'll show you to you after.
What?
I'll show you to you after.
Do you have a? Is there a long scar on your knee?
No, it's like a hole type thing.
Okay.
It's
I
a
must be
scar
thinking
that's
of-
like
Okay.
a hole type.
I must be thinking of someone else. Okay. So, what else you got for dumb? Or
Yeah,
not?
I
not
tried.
dumb.
I
but,
tried skateboarding. No, or biking in a stone driveway off of a ramp.
Was it a mountain bike?
I don't
I feel like
remember.
it should
I
have
think it is.
Okay.
But I went off a ramp and I fell and I landed knee first into the.
Did you just
into the
like
stone driveway.
instead of getting air? Did you just like go over the ramp?
No, I got a little air, but like the bike and me disconnected at some point.
That's funny.
And I landed like knee first into
I have a really good one.
into the stone driveway. And one little pebble went straight into my knee, and then the rest of it I brushed off, and like I was bleeding a lot, but like once it healed, it was like there's definitely still something in there.
I have another good one.
All right.
Patricia's going to laugh because she knows this story.
Uh-oh.
I was riding my bike around our village one time with my friend, and I got clotheslined by a mailbox
Oh my God.
while on a bike.
That's awesome.
I'm surprised this isn't the first story I thought of. But yeah, I was just riding my bike on
Were you just not
on the
paying
left side
attention,
of the
or
road.
like?
Yeah, because my friend shouted my name, so I looked
So you
backwards.
turned and then you hit a mailbox?
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
looked backwards, and I was younger, so I was like the perfect height for a freaking mailbox.
Yeah.
Mailbox
Just like hit you right in the head. Oh my
yeah,
God.
fall off.
That's
crash.
awesome.
It was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
I wish like, have you watched Black Mirror on Netflix?
No.
Okay. Well, anyways, there's this one episode where like people have contacts that record their entire life, like they have a camera in them.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, I wish I had that so that I could watch it over
like,
and over
turn
again.
back and then like look forward and there's a mailbox
Yeah.
there.
Oh my god,
That's awesome.
I just think about it and I imagine how funny it was.
Did I send you the Snapchat of me mounting that one monster in Monster Hunter? I don't know why this made me think of it. I'll show it to you on the PS4 after this.
Okay.
We're running out of battery, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything else.
Okay. Well, do you want to finish up because of the battery then?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. We'll be back with our closeout. We'll pick our favorites and then our runner-ups.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.